Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel. Today I want to talk to you guys about something that I've never actually done in front of anybody, and let alone online. So it's gonna be fun for all of us. So this is called Starlight Language. Either Star Language or Light Language or Starlight Language, however you want to call it. You can Google it, look it up on YouTube on here. There's a lot of people who are really cool that are doing this, and I really enjoy listening to a lot of them. So I just want to tell you about how I kind of got into this and how it's evolved for me, and then I'm going to share a little bit with you. So I started doing this kind of, I don't want to say accidentally, but how I started was I would wake up in the mornings, and you just wake up in the morning, you're like, oh, and you're stretching, and I would just stretch, and I would start to just like say things that they weren't English, they weren't a foreign language that I know of. They were just sounds and words that would just come out. And a lot of times from day to day, they would kind of almost be the same sounds or tones and patterns of sounds and tones, to where it kind of like, to me, it sounded like a little language of some sort, even though I didn't know what I was saying. But I always, I'd just wake up in the morning and I would do something kind of like this, even though it sounds, I admit this sounds strange and weird, but this is what I would kind of do. Something like, I'd go, oh, something like that. Yeah, I'm crazy. I know. Okay, you don't got to tell me. But so that's how it started, and then sometimes I would just like be walking around my house or whatever, and I would just start to kind of talk in nonsensical gibberish, and I would just let it flow, and I would like just, I don't know, like certain words or phrases kept coming out, and I just let it happen, and it was kind of fun. I didn't put any thought to it. And then flash forward a couple years, I was at a sauna, and there's, been going to the sauna for a while. And one of my friends in the sauna, we both like went out at the same time to take a little break. And she started saying some things to me. She was started saying like, and I was like, whoa, what are you saying? And she was like, oh, honey, that's Starlight Language. And I was like, yeah, but what was that? Because I've said some of those words before. And she was like, oh, well, then you speak Starlight Language. And I was like, what's Starlight Language? So I had to go home and start, Googling it and finding videos on YouTube, and I was like, wow, I kind of do this already in my own little form, and it's kind of cool. So anyway, yeah, so I've that's how I kind of got into it, and then so as of late, I shared a video recently with you guys about like depression and how I've been not feeling so well. Well, sometimes when I'm not really feeling awesome, I'll go and I'll just start, I guess you could call it singing, but sometimes it feels more like chanting. But it's, to me, it's just, I'm trying to find some sort of emotion in me and try to bring it out in sound, with tones, with words, if you want to call them that. Just whatever needs to come out, I just try to step aside and allow that to be expressed. So I've been doing it a lot recently, and it's just been making me feel a lot better. And so I figured, why not share it? And maybe you guys will feel inspired to go do your own Starlight Language. So yeah, one more thing I just want to talk about is that this language is a language that comes from the heart. So it's not supposed to be understood intellectually. Don't try to understand the words that I'm saying, or anything like that. I'm not trying to understand it either. I'm just allowing whatever come out that wants to come out. And I'm just trying not to judge it or myself, and just allow it to freely be expressed. So just listen with your heart, you know? Yeah, all right. There's that. All right. I'm actually going to go set the camera up in the shower because it's got a really cool echo in there. You'll see in just a second. And yeah, we'll get started. And here we go. Hit a bump. Hit another bump. Okay. Okay. All right, so here we are. Thank you for joining me again. Like, subscribe, share this video, and thank you guys so much. All right. This next part, let's hold the intention in our heart of love and devotion. Okay? All right. Hey ya, 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 hey ya. Hey ya, 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 hey ya. Hey, there you are. Well, thank you for joining me. Like I said, that was my first time doing something like this, so thanks.